What is up, guys? Let's see if this is starting to work. I am on 1, 2, 3. TikTok is off. Going good, going good. Let me see where you guys are from. YouTube is on. I want it a little bit lower down though. Henrik is doing, guys, you have no idea how many things is going on right now, and I need to wake up with my English.
You can do a photo and see how it looks out in here behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, we don't have
more
more phones. We have all our phones right here in front of us. Hey guys, how are you doing? Happy Monday.
Back in Miami.
I'm back in Miami after a really fun weekend, and I just wanted to jump on and see how my community is doing. So how are you guys? Give a thumbs up if you're good, give a thumbs down if you're so-and-so. Let me see what you're up to. Oh, so cool. Tell me how your and Henrik love started. That's cute.
Love.
How our love started. They want to know how we started. Ah, that's so cute.
11 years ago.
In a storytelling voice as well. Should we do a storytelling voice? 11 years ago. Actually, pretty much till the day. No, actually like 11 years and a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. Henrik and I, why did I put this one in? We ran into each other on, what do you call that? Fitness expos. And we had mutual acquaintances, so we got a chance to say hi. And back then, there was nothing such as sliding into your DMs kind of thing, but there were Facebook Messenger. Yep, Facebook Messenger was a thing. So I don't know if it was like a month or so later, but Henrik started to reach out in maybe November, December somewhere. And I remember that he was on a trip with his family, and that was before, but when he went to a vacation with his family, we really started talking a lot. And then, he called me one time in December, and I fell for his...
Farmer accent.
I did actually not fall for his accent. However, that was cute, but it wasn't what I fell for. I fell for the fact that he really genuinely made me laugh. Like, he was funny. Like, we had fun, and it felt so freaking natural. So when you find a person that is just talking just flows, like talking just comes very easily, that is when you know that that's probably going to be a very good friend of yours, or a very good relationship in any type of way. And then we decided to meet up, and I had a work that allowed me to travel a lot. So, because we were like way between each other. Like, I was on the East Coast, he was on the West Coast of Sweden. But my work ended up in a town just like an hour or so away from his. So I decided to go there one weekend, and I was like, worst case scenario, if he's like really not nice, like if we don't hit it off, I can just go to the town that I will work in next week, like in the same day. Like, no worries, I can just stay there. But I stayed the weekend, and since then we just been together, I guess. We never said that we had a specific day when we became a couple. We just became, and since then we have been. So it's like 11 years. So that's the whole story, pretty much. So yeah, I met his family my first weekend there, which I actually thought was a little bit scary, but everything kind of just fell naturally. So it was really fun. Can we get an official ab count? So it all depends on how lean I am, but Henrik, is it 8 or is it 10?
At least 8.
I have at least 8-pack, but it all depends on how deep I can flex it. And this weekend, so I want to tell you guys about my weekend. This weekend I had a little bit of a refeed, which was really nice. And that is actually what I want to address on this call, because most of us comes from a weekend, and most of us have a lot of focus on losing body fat, right? So I just want to give you a reminder that just because you maybe had one day this weekend where you refueled your cup a little bit, because I know a lot of people do, it doesn't mean that you all of a sudden blow up in fat mass. No. So if you just today go back to what you normally do and actually be on that deficit, you will continue losing body fat, whilst you will have a little bit more power this first few days to actually burn off a little bit more. So I had a little bit more carbs this weekend. Carbs is not the enemy, but what they do is that they withhold a little bit more water, because 1 gram of carbs holds 4 grams of water. So it is kind of simple. If I had for the amount of my normal carbs, I will withhold 4 times more of body water, like water fluid, and it will be a little more like, it will be more texture. It will be a little bit more water inside of underneath my skin and inside of my muscle cells, but it's all good. Because if we just get back to our normal plan, it will actually just help us perform better. So don't you worry. If you had a little bit extra, don't you worry. However, I need to tell you this. It takes you a little bit of time and quite a deep of a deficit to actually need a refeed day. So if you are just slightly underneath your maintenance, maybe you don't even have to have a bigger meal. But this is something to utilize when you're actually been on a long-term deficit, and you might see that your progression starts to decrease a little bit. Because I have been on deficit pretty much for a year now, right? And I have had my proper maintenance phases, which has been like just a very short period of time, like 2 weeks here and there throughout the year, to like restabilize and get me fired up again. But now I'm like, maybe I should do a longer term of a maintenance phase to actually feel like super recharged, feel recovered, feel that my body is in balance again. Those are all things to consider when you're on a weight loss journey or a body fat loss journey. So it is absolutely 100% all being in tune with who you are and who you want to be and who you want to become, and furthermore, how you want to perform. But I want to again tell you guys that if you actually had a little bit more to eat this weekend, do not fear the fact that the scale might be up. Most certainly you have more food in your system, and second of all, you probably have more glycogen running around in your system as well. So let me see, how was all of your weekends? Have you been okay? And I also, I see that Italy has entered the chat. I like that.
Ciao bello.
Ciao bello. I don't know if it was a bello or bella, because I didn't see the name. I just read the comment. I don't know. How long have you been working out to get there? Rosh, ready. So, guys, I was 13 years old when I realized that I was quite strong, which means that I was the one who helped my dad renovate the house with all the like heavy lifting stuff. So whenever there was something that we really needed to lift, I was there helping him out because I thought it was fun. I was strong enough to do so. And then my neighbor, he had a trucker yard. He had all those big logs, all the big stones, the tires, and I started to play around there until I was 14 and could enter the gym. And I am this year 35 years old, so I have been lifting weights for 22 years. I guess, yes, 22 years. So I do not do extremes. I just do what I love, and that's how it is. Boxing or wrestling, if you had to pick. Do you mean like watching it, or do you mean performing it? Oh, no, I lost it. Where did you go? Let me see. Whoa, jeez. Trash is coming in. Anyways, I don't know. I didn't know.
I have a new mega by the way.
Oh.
I haven't tried that flavor.
Ooh, melon berry. You have things.
I know.
But I don't know. I really love the sweet peach.
Yeah,
okay, guys, you have to decide for me.
You don't have to open it anymore.
Sweet peach, melon berry. Sweet peach, lemon berry. Which one am I going to? No, I already decided I want to have the sweet peach. I'm sorry. I didn't even wait. Wrestle Point, yes, we're both from Sweden. We are. Sweet Peach, yes, I love that. Oh, hi Irina and Ludwig from South Africa. I love to see where you guys from. Bangladesh is on here too. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, why is it so feisty? It like kicks your butt even before you have had it. Okay. Let me see. Give me a proper. I am literally so excited. Because Henrik and I, we're going to go. Hey.
Look jacked.
We're going to go and why did I have a full scoop? Anyways, it's just caffeine and focus. But here is the pump. So I'm going. Oh, this smells nice. So we are actually doing a sweet peach with a touch of raspberry lemonade because yes, I am mixing two. I am mixing two of my favorites, and this one is for pump. So I'm doing one for pump and one for, no, it doesn't work. Where's the batteries, boy? So I guess we do handheld. Let me see. What's your height and weight? So I am 135 pounds and I am 5'4". Yeah, I did post it on Instagram today. Have you not seen my post on Instagram? You should go and check my post on Instagram because I did say it in there. So Maria Balmaka, yes, I have been on a purposeful body fat loss journey for a year. However, as I stated, is that here and there, I do plan to have like a maintenance phase in between that. So it hasn't been a deficit from day one until now. It's been a very gradual pacing and it has resulted in me losing 10 pounds because when I moved to Miami, I was 145 to 148 and now I'm somewhere between 133 and 137. So I'm right there in a sweet spot. And now if I want to continue further, I really need to push myself. And that's what I said, that if I want to keep pushing myself and reduce even that very stubborn layer, either I have to go and dig deep and just do it, or I will take some time off, recenter myself and get fired up again. In my opinion, no one should be on a deficit for too long, especially if they do not see progress. Do they see progress, however? Keep going, keep doing it. Did you just toss laundry on the floor where I try to not have in the camera?
I did. My paintball.
It's painful. So guys, did I tell you that we did paintball this weekend? It was so much fun. So much fun.
I should use the bean as a cup.
Tell them again. I don't know if they hear
I
me.
used the bean in the hat we got as a cup for
So that is why it smelled like balls.
for package protection. You don't want to use that beanie.
Oh, guys, we had so much fun. So we, yeah, we did have so much fun. I did the first time ever paintballing this weekend. I laughed so much I can hardly like squeeze the trigger because I thought it was hilarious and everyone was like so in the zone, and we had a lot of former military in the group of us, so they got like super hardcore, which is really fun for me because I mean, being from Sweden, we don't have like a very like strong presence of the military per se, and we don't grow up like
Definitely not like US.
No,
Because
not
the military here is just everything.
and it's so cool to be able to like participate a little bit in that culture. So for me, it was really cool. Paintball. Do I have any wounds? No, I have one really bad bruise on my inner thigh. I have one little thing here. Where else? I have one on my butt cheek. because someone hit me in the butt when I ran. I was like, okay, I'm out. And then I need to run across the field. And someone like, no, Ida's going to get hit in the butt. Fair enough. They probably didn't even know it was me because we all look exactly the same. But let me know in the chat, have you ever paintballed? Let me know. Have you paintballed? Let me see. So Dylan, I see that you finally are starting to lift again, which is really good. And you ask if I have any recommendations about what to do after surgery. First thing that I would say, do not ask someone that don't know you and your case to give you recommendations, because that can be tremendously harmful for your recovery. That is just me being very professional. Would I probably have ideas if you were my clients and I had a chance to talk to your doctor? Then yes, absolutely. I would probably have a good idea of how you could recover even better. But when it comes to have had a surgery and you're talking to someone that is a fitness professional in any capacity, there's going to be so many people that just like, yes, do this, do that, without really knowing you and your specific case. And what the injury was from the beginning, how they did the surgery. And that is why my recommendation to you would be to actually go and see a physical therapist that actually has your journal to be able to look through your diagnosis. So I hope that it makes sense and that it is helpful, and I really wish you the best of recoveries. What pre-workout you use, I want to try. So yes, let me see. I always use First Form, guys. I think they have the best options out there and they really suit me and my lifestyle. Today is a blend, and no, I'm not saying that you have to blend pre-workouts. If you just want to get one, just get one. The one that I had first is the Megawatt. Megawatt for me is such a good staple because it gives you a very mild, nice touch of energy, as well as it gives you like a deep down focus of the nootropics that's in it. It's a very mild, very tasty pre-workout. Doesn't give you like all the tingles. It doesn't give you overstimulated feelings. If you're used to drinking coffee, Megawatt will not be an issue for you whatsoever, but it will enhance your focus. And for me, being a hyperactive person, this one is phenomenal for me to go and when I train midday, as I'm gonna do today, because it's like 1:20. So for me to get away from my work mode and actually get a good workout in, the refocus that I get from this one is fantastic. So Megawatt is for me the best option, and it's linked in my bio link. So you know or idabergfoth.com has these links in it. So if you use this, I do raffles once a month to give back to people that has been using my link to purchase. So if you want to make sure that you are participating in that raffle, just send me your order number and say that, hey, I used your link, and I will make sure that you can be one of those who actually get one of these prizes back. But Megawatt together with Alpha Search today, because even if I did have a little bit of carbs this weekend, like more than I usually have, I feel like I want to get to the gym and I want to have a really decent pump. Plus, I love the combination. I love the flavor of these two together. So that is what I'm drinking today. It's not like a super strong pre-workout. It doesn't contain creatine. It doesn't it doesn't have a beta-alanine either. So I will not have any tingles, but I will have focus and I will have a pump, and that's exactly what I want to have today. And I see, perfect. Let me know if you get this one so I can be having you in the raffle to get one back. Thank you, Junior Jimenez. I like your workout. I really like my workouts too. And I really am happy that I feel blessed to be able to share them with you. So whenever you're actually utilizing my workouts, guys, let me know. Like, I want to know which ones are using them, who likes it, who doesn't, because it teaches me on how I can keep on creating content that is of value to you. Let me see. 56-year-old male, used to be in great shape, fell off the training for 8 years, been working out 3 to 5 days for the past year, moved all body parts from fat to muscle. Now I need to focus on my core and endurance. Any suggestions? You say endurance and you say core. I would say keep on lifting and add in some nice interval training here and there, and go out walk. Go for walks. Guys, do not underestimate the power of walking. It's so good for your mental space. It's good for your body fat loss. It's such a good one. But Rick Lewis, I'm happy to help you. I have a lot of men on my platform that I create training programs and food schedules to. And I mean meal plans that's actually doable. You will not get bored and it will be fun to eat. It's not only chicken, rice, and broccoli. And people actually do love it. And if they don't love the actual meal plan, they can all utilize macros and calories and track themselves inside of the app. So there's really such an easy way, but you will have me saying, hey, you need to eat this amount of calories, and hey, you need to do these exercises and these full workouts. So go into ibfitcoaching.com, you guys, and check out and get your program. And yes, it is still me who creates these programs. I am really invested in my people and I want you guys to feel good. And I do train men and women. So whoever is in need, let me see. I'm trying, guys, have I said that I'm trying to watch three different platforms at the same time? Let me see. So I don't know if they give the pre-workouts an APO address, because I don't know really what an APO address is. I am sorry. Please tell me a little bit more about that. But I still haven't heard, you guys. I want to see, where are you guys from? Let me know. Someone called Alien says, do men get intimidated by you? Don't know, don't really care. Because if they get intimidated, I think it's more of a them problem than a me problem. I think that people in general get intimidated by each other more often than we should. We should all just support each other and support different insecurities instead. So I really do think that if someone is intimidating, it's more of a thing that comes from the inside of oneself than from the person they meet. Because I do not want to intimidate anyone. So that is the thing. And not only do I want to hear where you guys are from, but I would love to see a like on this live, because I have this idea in my head that if I see that you guys are invested in the conversations and that you actually have questions that I can answer and that I can be of service, I want to start to come on live at least once every second day. But I want to make sure that I do it for the right reason, and I want to see what you guys want to talk about and all of those things. So make sure that give the like if you guys want me to be on here more frequently, because I want to make sure that we are a community and that we support each other. And even if one wants to just lose body fat, someone want to build muscle, some might want to be muscular as I am, but they want to be fit and healthy for the longevity of life, then let's do it together. Because I'm here and I have been coaching people for 17 years, and you guys have to, I want you to feel free to ask questions, because there's so many, what should you say, fatty diets and stuff out there, so many miscommunications and disbeliefs into the fitness society, and I'm here to make sure that that's not the case. If you guys give me 10,000 likes on TikTok, I will give you an app flex. Yeah, because 5, we're already there. And I would say that both YouTube and which one is which? That is Instagram. No, that's Facebook, right?
Instagram is not even in.
Okay, Facebook, Instagram is not here. So that's Facebook, that's YouTube, and that's YouTube. That's TikTok. Wow.
Yeah, we should have more phones.
We need more phones. But yeah, TikTok is ahead. YouTube, Facebook, what are you guys doing? Because you're far behind in likes. I cannot even see how many likes I have on Facebook, to be honest. 350? Oh, wow. Guys, you're so far behind. Let me see. Yes, Julian, I do watch MMA. I think the mixed martial arts is a very beautiful sport. I think it's, well, not beautiful. It's an art form that I think is beautiful. I do not like all the cuts and the hardness of the sport, but I do like how.
What do you mean?
But
what you should like.
I mean, no, but the thing is, Henrik, I like the movements of how the power, like how you can transcend power from one body into a punch. I think that's beautiful. The art of moving.
I like the cuts.
And Henrik likes the cuts, and I like the movements of the body. Because, guys, I gotta say, I cannot stress this enough. The purest reason to why I am in bodybuilding is because I am so deeply fascinated about the human body and what we can do. So whenever someone is asking me like, oh, are you going to compete? And I say no, they're like, then why are you training so hard? I'm like, because I can. That is the single biggest reason to why I keep doing what I'm doing, because I love to see what my body is capable of doing. Like, our life is this short, not even kidding you guys. And to not utilize the body to what it's actually made up for, I don't know. I just love lifting weights. I do. And I don't have to have a competition. I don't have to have a specific date. I just love utilizing it. And I hope to God that I do not ever fall out of love with it. However, I do hope that I can kind of contagiously give you guys the same passion, because muscles are the longevity, and you will live longer, healthier and happier if you do care for your muscle mass. And I'm not saying that we should look like the biggest guys on Olympia stage. I'm not talking about bodybuilding as a competition, as an extreme lifestyle. I'm talking about utilizing your body, having resistance throughout the day that can give you a little bit of muscle mass. So let's see. TikTok is just 500 short, 200 likes short of getting that app flex.
You gotta cover the other screens when you do it?
Yeah, we maybe should cover the other two screens when I'm doing that. So Carlos Morales, so outside the passion of bodybuilding, what other goals do you have? Good question. My goal is to make other people feel good. I want other people to understand that, yes, life is hard. And even people are like, oh, you're always so happy. I choose to be happy. I am not always happy. Henrik has seen ups and downs that he shouldn't have seen. Life is hard. I mean, I have gone through so many losses in my life, but I want people to feel empowered by seeing how I lead my life. I want to empower others to not fall victim to things that happens to them, if that makes sense, because things will, like life will happen to you, but you can decide how you kind of respond to it, even if it's really hard. And I get that. As I said, people see me now and they see where I have come to, but they do not see the entire journey. And this will not be the chat for that, but you are the controller of your life if you want it. And I want to empower people to do the same. So that is outside of my fitness, what I want to help people with. So that is my passion in life. And wow, TikTok, you're now on 14,000. So I think it's time for Netflix. But yeah, so abs, yep, they're in the game. They're still there. They had a lot of fun this week. Actually, I am very sore. How will I be able to work out?
You trained so much this weekend.
This weekend, guys, it was such a good workout weekend. And
different workouts.
Really different from what I normally train, and it gives me so much energy to try new stuff. So that is actually one thing that I want to leave with you guys today, is that if you feel like this week feels heavy on you, go out there and try something new. Let's say that you normally go out for a run 3 times per week, and that's the activity that you do, which is fine. But this week, see if you add a ball to that. See if you can go out and do some soccer playing, or bring a friend to your run. Do something that you do not normally do, and see how that fuels the spark in your life. Because I reached so many plateaus of my body doesn't even want to do this. So I did a sprint, 800-meter sprint, and I needed to stand up on the rails of the treadmill for like a decent maybe 5 to 10 seconds, because I felt like if I do one more stride, my body's collapsing. And I'm not saying that you should push yourself to that extent, but in my world, I don't want to pause. Like if I have a goal of 800 meters, I'm going to do those 800 meters. But this was at the end of a really tough workout, and I was like, shit, I have to do it.
We did the best at 800 meters.
Who? You.
I know.
Yeah, so Henrik actually won. He did the best job on 800 meters, but Henrik is really good. He's a really good runner. I'm not.
2:30,
No.
3 or 2?
3.
3:20. 3:28.
So Henrik ran 800 meters on 3:28, and I ran on 3:48, I think. Because I made it within those 4-minute marks, but I still paused. What I want to say with that is that, because someone asked me about mental health, if you want to improve your mental health, start to get uncomfortable. Get yourself outside the comfort zone and what your normal day-to-day routine is. So for us, we have a very the same schedule, 7 days a week. We do the same thing every single day, right? Henrik and I mean. So sometimes when we feel like, wow, we are getting so uncreative, we're getting very tired, what should we do? That is when we take and break the pattern of our day and change things up. Like put the training over there, and we go to a cafe to work instead of sitting down here. Like we change things. So before I leave, because I'm going to leave now because we have to go to the gym, but what I wanted to say is that break patterns. If you feel like you are losing happiness of being alive, if you start to feel very mundane, try to incorporate something else in your life. And with that being said, guys, I am so happy to see you here, and we have been so many. And thank you, TikTok, for absolutely bombing those likes. I appreciate you guys so much for that. They are actually, you're pretty much all the same amount of people, but TikTok, they really smashed that like button like crazy people, and I love that. That is like, I don't know, that's top tier, you guys. I appreciate that. Yes, TikTok, YouTube, you're doing great as well, but not as good as, no, Facebook and YouTube. This is hard. Can you realize that I am doing 3 at the same time? Oh, and Andre, I really loved the Dana Lynn Bailey workout. We had so much fun together, and I think that we should do another one. I am thinking about trying to go there and visit her, because I really want to go to Montana about in the beginning of next year sometime. That would be dope. So if she would have me, I will make sure to create another workout with her. Yes, Eddie147. I have my own app. So if you guys are looking for a really sublime, personalized training schedule to follow with a really nice Facebook community, you guys should check out ibefitcoaching.com. We are having a global community. I literally have clients on all the continents that's livable. So the fit is called IB Fit, but I would still recommend to join through the website and then download the app, because it's a better priced system. So IB Fit, so IB ibfitcoaching.com. That was a hard one to say. Ibfit Coaching. It's also tagged in the top of my my link in the bio. Wow, guys, my brain. Let me see. And Shinggong Unlimited, 65 years old, awesome, going back to lifting. I like that. We're never too old. We just should keep on lifting. So let's go. Let's do it. And thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the likes. And make sure that you guys do changes if you feel like you need a change in life, because we're all capable of doing so. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you soon, okay? Have a good one. Bye.